I could tell that there was something wrong with him, and I'm not a doctor. They know what's going on, and they say here to your 89-year-old wife, take your husband back. He's infected with COVID, but we're not going to tell you, and get on the best you can.
I think the facility is total negligence, because I think they lied about everything, how many people had it. They had people coming to work that had it and were sick. I would never advise anybody to go there again. Well, we met at church, and we were 83 and 84 at the time we got married. We lived here happily until things changed with the virus, and now he's in a group home. Oh, he's kind, he's gentle, he's compassionate, he's generous, he's forgiving, he's everything. He was out working in the garage, and he lifted a box of books and fell in the driveway by the garage door and broke his pelvis. He went in on the 5th of June. They kept him till the 7th. And then they discharged him to Granite Creek.
So after about 10 days of him being in there, my mother would call him, and when they were talking, I could hear this horrible dry cough. It was about 4 days before he eventually was released.
When he left Granite Creek, he was like a skeleton, and he was very pale.
We got there, they put him in the car, they had to wheel him out in a wheelchair. He looked like a dead person. He was pale white, he had no color, he was completely weak, couldn't stand up on his own.
And they gave us no discharge orders of anything about him. He just looked terrible.
We were given no papers, no words of advice, nothing. Maybe you might want to have him tested for COVID, or we had him tested, or maybe something else needed. Nothing, zero. We couldn't get anything.
When he arrived at the VA, they immediately tested him, and he was positive. And they told us we should get tested too. He went home. He was discharged from the VA to his sons for 4.5 months. And now he's in a group home. And he's able to use his walker and feed himself. And so I think he's fairly stable right now. I don't know about the dementia. If the dementia is a little bit worse, maybe.
If you saw him before he went in and after, it was like you were looking at two different people.
It's changed our lives completely, because now he's in a group home. He's like 20 miles away, and I'm 90. I'm still driving, but I don't know how much longer. And there's not too many, there's only a couple other patients up there, and so he doesn't have a lot of social interaction. And, but I think he's doing as well as can be expected.